Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Please excuse me, I'm eating snacks. I was trying to record this earlier, but it wasn't like my tablet was acting crazy. So I'm kind of reacting to this video right here. Oh yeah, pray over your food too, people. So I'm reacting to this video right here. I don't know if you can see it. Is it clear? Hopefully you guys saw it. I don't want to talk too long. Eh. Pray over your food too, folks. Whether it's snacks or food you cook or food you buy out, pray over your food. I think changing the frequency of your food is good. Changing the vibration of your food is good. All right, that way you consume it, it's not so harmful to your body. All right. Regardless, whatever you see physically is happening spiritually. All right. I was going to say, regards to that, to the financial thing that's going on. A lot of people in, like, for instance, like in Africa, Lord willing, and I see this happening, and positive change has to come. All right. People are going to be surprised and bewildered and confused, and it's going to seem unorthodox to them. Excuse me. To see these type of changes financially, but especially in Africa, you're going to see economically things should get better. You shouldn't be surprised by these things. You shouldn't be surprised by seeing the strength of your dollar eventually get stronger and things get better for your country, because keep in mind, you've been robbed both internally and externally, right? So internally, you have your people that are quote unquote rich, right? They're rich by having other people poor, right? Now, balance is everybody is equal. That's balance, right? There is no rich people. Everybody's just, you can say everybody's well off, right? That's the balance, right? Everybody's situated. I would say situated is a good word, right? Everybody's in a good space, right? That's balance. There's no rich, there's no poor, everybody's right here, right? Equal, right? But rich people are hoarders. Rich people are fed off of ego, right? So they want to be better than you. So they want to be up here, so they can look down on you, because they want to they want to be gods. All right. So internally, you have people that are business people, or people that have investments, right? They want to see the masses poor to make themselves feel better. I'm not going to say I hate, but I have to tell you guys the truth, right? Some beings are low vibrational elements to this world that we live in, right? Right? They feed off of your misery. They feed off of you not doing well, right? I have to be honest, man. All right? They don't want to see balance. They don't want to see everybody happy. They don't like that. Right? They can't feed off of that. They can't feed, they need to feed off of misery, chaos, fighting, bickering, gossiping, murder, betrayal. These are what they feed off of. Right? And if everybody's poor, you're more vulnerable. Right? You're in an unstable situation financially. you probably be more vulnerable and more willing to do certain things for $1. Hey, betray your friend. Hey, set these people up. Hey, do this, do that. All right? Sign over your soul. You see what I'm saying? So that's the internal part of it. So you have people that are quote unquote rich that are seeing them not become as important. All right? Because if I'm not gonna say you don't have to be rich, but if you're in a good situation, you could care less about what a rich person got going on. Let me say that again. If you're in a good situation, you can care less about what a rich person got going on. And they want your energy. They want your attention. They want you to look, glorify them. Look, I have this fancy car. You don't. Look, I have this big house. You don't. You be like, I have a house, I have a car too. I don't care. You just spent more money for yours. That's all. All right? But they want to be above you. All right? Let me ring my bells. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the enemy off. All right? Now, that's internally, right? And we have some corrupt, negative people within our countries internally that's doing us grimy and dirty, right? Now, externally, you're going to see what should have been happening the whole time. Your dollars, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. You're going to see the value of your dollar based on the based on the exports or the natural resources of your country. Your dollar should should have been backed up by this. You should never have been in a low financial state because you never had the need to depend on anybody financially. Never. Right? This whole thing about borrowing money and aid, this is all foolery. This is a Ponzi scheme. Right? Your money should always been able to be backed up by your natural resources. Right? So naturally, yes, if you have a good leader, your economy should improve. Your prices should go down. You shouldn't be paying ridiculous amounts of money for food and gas and things of that nature. And now let me go into the gas thing now, because a lot of stuff is based on petrodollars. A lot of countries that depend on the petrodollar is backed by the value of oil and gas and petroleum products. Let me say that again. The petrodollar is backed by the resources of gas, oil, and petroleum products, right? Which is vastly used around the world, right? From Vaseline to chapstick to daggone lotion, hair products, to oil you put in your car, to jet fuel, and sometimes rocket fuel and things of that nature, right? But because of what's happening globally, even though the weather's being manipulated, we already know that now. They're still trying to show face by saying that they're trying to produce clean energy. So the use of oil and gas probably will be obsolete, I don't know, maybe in 20, 25 years, Lord willing, if we're all still alive, right? But the pursuit is to have clean energy, because we know that the toxins by the smoke and these factories and things of that nature, it has been ruining the atmosphere. Right? That's why we have weird weather. All right? Let's just say Mother Nature's not happy. All right? because she's working overtime just trying to clean the environment that we dump products into the ocean. We dump products into the lakes and rivers and ponds and streams. Right? We remember the Simpsons when they had the three-eyed fish? Right? And ironically, there are real life situations where, based on the pollution, people have changed aquatic life. Right? Where mutations have happened. This is real, folks. They don't talk about it, but this stuff is real. But they'll put it in a cartoon TV show, and you think it's funny. But these things are really happening. Right? And then some of y'all wonder why y'all get sick from the food that we're eating. And fish is naturally the safest and the best and the healthiest thing to eat out of all the meats in the world. But let me not drift off from what I'm saying. So they're trying to say that they want to have clean energy, producing clean things. That's why you see the electric cars and things of that nature, things happening now, right? Eventually they want to clean up the planet, right? Because if not, the pollution is going to endanger us all, right? So it's like we're slowly killing ourselves, in a sense, right? So try to produce, to have clean energy. So you got to think now, the people, places, nations that are eating off of the petrodollar or their dollars backed by the resources of petroleum products will come to a cease. They will lose money. Those big empires that are made off of oil and gold and gas, of gas and oil, there will be no more. Right? Because they trade their oil for gold. They trade their gas for, gemstones. For food. For water. Whatever. Right? So they become an empire, but at the same time, what it is that they were polluting the earth. And we have the technology, we have the sense to have and maintain clean energy. Right? But what it is that certain powers, certain people are not going to be wealthy anymore. They're not going to be rich anymore. Based on our well-being. Based on the welfare of people on the planet. Based on pollution. The earth is being polluted, Mr. Multi-billionaire, based on your businesses. So what? I'm being rich. I'm getting rich. All right? We want those things to end. You can still be rich. Just keep your money that you got. And we're going to use clean energy. All right? But this goes back to the alien stuff I'm talking about. Because if you're a human being that live on the planet, you're going to have children, grandchildren, whatever. A line behind you. You want to make the planet or the earth safe for them. But if you don't care about the planet, that means you're probably not from the planet. You're not human. So you could care less about the residents of the planet as long as you're rich. Isn't that weird? I want to see the world a better place for my children and my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my descendants. But some people are living just for the now. These guys with their loud cars and their loud engines, and they're not going nowhere fast. Right? But yeah, those are the changes that are coming to the planet. So people that were quote unquote rich or these big empires, there'll be no more pretty soon. Based on clean energy. What you see physically is happening spiritually. So a lot of them made their money based on polluting the earth. But with clean energy means that it's balanced. All right? All right. Hope what I'm saying doesn't sound far-fetched or sound crazy. I'm being real. This is the future, folks. If there is to be a future, the future has to be clean, positive energy, balanced. The chaos cannot go on anymore. The vibrations of the planet is rising. Right? Low frequency entities, demons, whatever, their avatars or maybe their existence will come to an end. Right? We have to stop allowing them to feed off of our energy. Right? They put us in a bad place just for them to feed off of our negative emotions or our bad emotions, or when we get angry or upset. Right? The future has to be positive. The future has to be a good place for everybody. Not just for a few people to enjoy themselves and for them to show off what they have and for them to do drugs and pretend like they're good, conscious people. In reality, a lot of these people are druggies. A lot of them are on drugs. I hate to say it, and you know it. A lot of them waste their money on drugs. They got to get no surgery. They got to get no surgery because they sniffed up so much daggone cocaine. Their body look crazy. They got to go through physical therapy. They're going through withdrawals. Some of them look like crackheads on the goddamn red carpet. All right? Some of them don't look healthy. It's the truth, man. And they want y'all to worship them. And listen, what you see physically is happening spiritually. Be mindful of these people. I don't care about nothing they got going on. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm content. I believe in the universal creator. I believe in the Most High. These people, a lot of these people, they're filth, man. Some of y'all worship them. I'm being real. The future has to be clean and balanced and good. Less pollution. What you see physically is happening spiritually. All right? All right. Africa, these are the changes that are coming. Clean up where you live. What's the saying? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Clean up where you live. Where you live should not have trash everywhere. Because you're not trash. You're not garbage. You don't consider your country to be garbage or trash. So clean it up. But then you want to travel to a place and you be like, oh, this place is so nice. It's so clean, right? But then where you live, you walk around and throw trash on the ground. Does that make sense? But you will travel to another place and admire how beautiful and how nice that country or their place is. But then you throw trash where you live. That doesn't make sense. Clean up where you live. I love you. Africa, the Caribbean, clean up where you live. All right, I'm out, man. I don't want to talk too long. I love y'all, man. Hey, it's the kid.